Hey YouTubers, this is KingLink86, aka Raymond. I just got home. I'm off tomorrow, so it's a good thing. Welcome to the rendition of Mcjuggernuggets, the real story about Ursula. I guess we're finally going to see some behind the scenes on this, hopefully. So let's take a look.
It's not appearing in the series.
What? Woo! It's done! It's done, Juggies! You know what? We'll pick this up at the place it all started and the place it all ended, Ursula's house. The insect. Jay, this is a walk we would do pretty much every night for the last month. It's like 10, 15-minute walk, straight down the dirt road, through the woods, through the pastures, on another road, deep into the woods to Ursula's house. I'll talk to you when we get there. Once again, we got some good shit for this video.
I need some water.
And this pasture's awesome. I'm so glad we got to shoot that clown shit here. Just milking those trends, baby. We're still walking. I keep saying we're going to get to Ursula's, but, you know, I like cheese, a little cock cheese action. The mic's up there, that's why I did that. I'm in a good mood, guys, too. Oh, that dude, Parker was doing that the whole haunted series thing. He's like, behind the camera, like, dodging shit, like doing twists and shit, drinking trees.
I don't want too many trees.
Hey, there's some good glyphs to that shit. So, guys, we're at Ursula's now. I just have a shot real quick of, that's a posted sign. This is Trespassing. For a month, we were trespassing. Or were we? There's a very real story.
I highly doubt you were.
And how this series came. Oh shit.
Oh, the ash line.
How did that get there, though, guys? We're gonna go over a whole bunch of things like that. Like, why is that there? That's what we're using to carry the salt or lime from the shed over there to make the ash line for the series. There's a lot of little nuances. I have a lot of behind the scenes I'll be showing you over the next couple days. We're gonna go over like what this series meant, why I did it, what's coming in the future, a lot of different things that are cool, and this will probably be our last day at Ursula's, especially because our monthly rental is almost up. Look at this.
Nice. There it is.
It is still a little creepy.
Ah, the glass.
Ew. This is my glass for my kitchen. That's fucking disgusting. Guys, this series had a lot of symbolism and a lot of callbacks to Lost. We had the end scene where Jack drinks from the creek to become the new Jacob of the island. We had the ash line, which is similar to Jacob's cabin. And we had that reference in the beginning. That Lost poster of John Locke looking into the hatch door. The light comes on and renews his faith.
Ah.
That was me throughout this series. This
really?
series followed the arc of... We had this skeptic, non-believer in anything, ghost-related, spirit-related, afterlife, and then by the end of the series, Jesse was willing to give his life for that faith, for that completely unknown idea of a spirit and shit. And it was cool to watch that happen where I was a naysayer, and then midway through the series, we had that video called The Other Side, where I found the bone of Ursula's death, and we had the part 1 of Juliet's song, leading into a part 2 of Bones. And it was also cool, that was the point where I believed in spirits.
That's
and once
right.
I started to believe in spirits, it got to this point where, okay, now he
Is a believer.
needs to get to a point where he's willing to give his life for somebody else. That's the other extreme of faith, where you believe in something so much that you would give your life for it. So it's crazy to watch that arc come to fruition, and then it all was fueled by Uncle Larry and Ursula's daughter. And well, I'm going to put this back in my kitchen. We use these.
But who's the little girl, I wonder?
Yeah, guys, Ursula's real. You're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about, Jesse?
Really?
Oh, it's a series. Well, you already kind of got an idea of like why I made it, and why I made it was because I wanted to tell that story. Me personally, I don't necessarily believe in many things, so I thought it was cool to play a character where I go from not believing to believing. And honestly, through it has kind of opened my mind a little bit, and maybe it has for you guys as well. But Ursula's real, and that's something we learned by doing this series. Ursula actually did live in this house. She was a woman, and believe it or not, she's still fucking alive. She's like 90 years old, lives like 15 minutes away from here. And,
really?
We started shooting here, and a few days into shooting, I don't have too much behind the scenes of this, but we actually started getting yelled at by the neighbors. We went to all the neighbors around here. We're like, hey guys, can we film here? Is it cool if we film? And they were like, look, we don't want you ruining the property. You don't have permission to be here. So we tracked down the property owner. We found Ursula. We found Ursula's son, talked to her son, and I had to pay some money, and we got permission to shoot here for this whole month.
So was that the guy?
Ursula has dementia right now. It's kind of like Alzheimer's, kind of like my grandma has. So it's crazy. But she didn't actually burn here. She didn't die here. But just to give you guys an idea, I had this story in my mind on the plane coming home from LA from the Streamies.
Really?
And I was like, let's just fucking do this. Let's make a killer series for this month of October, one that people can watch again and again each Halloween, each October. And this is an idea I had based off of the Ursula 5 series that I've had in my head for 10 plus years. When I was a freshman in high school, I wanted to do this, but I just wasn't ready for it yet.
Really?
Now,
he did it. You did it. All right.
pretty good.
That's good.
That's where the last scene. Guys, there's actually pixie stick dust. That's what we use when Joe snapped his fingers. A lot of people were asking questions about that. I don't want to beat everyone over the head with this stuff. I like to leave a little bit for your own inference. But that was symbolizing, that's been our signature move. That means the end of the series. That means going into character. Me doing it right now is getting kind of confusing. Am I in? I'm dead. I'm not. But Joe snapped his fingers. We all poof because ghosts don't exist in the real world. So when Joe snaps his fingers, ghosts don't exist. So those characters technically don't exist. So we're out of the series now. Hence real life Jesse. I don't even know if I like real life Jesse. He's kind of just dry. He's really dry. He just fucking talks and talks. He's just. I'm gonna go back in line. See you guys. I'm sorry. I'll just stop fucking talking. You guys think I'm full of shit? I'm actually going back here. Tempted fate right now. Series is over and I'm about to die. Just cause. Guys, this floor is actually really fucking dangerous. And this serves as a purpose. We're not going back to those locations. But the series started as a haunted exploration series. For the first few days we saw some haunted places. And some of these places were haunted. We didn't talk about them as being haunted in the videos, because we played them off as just regular locations, but some of these places people died in. We wanted to bring it back towards the end of the series and have some context to it as to why we're going to these places. So we're getting relics for Ursula, like getting artifacts for Ritual. I thought was really cool. But dude, those places were legit. Like, that was a real textile factory that was fucking horrible, that was dangerous, that was scary as shit. We were trespassing and shit. We went to an actual school, which was actually an abandoned asylum in Pennsylvania State, and that was just fucking ridiculous, guys. And we didn't say it was an asylum, we played all like a school, but these were real
Wait a minute, Penn State? Was that Penn State?
And Ursula's house. Very fucking dangerous. We should not be walking on this at all. But it is a very cool set, for sure.
They said old asylum. I wonder if they're talking about Penn State. Penn State. Guys, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I think it was on season 3. Ghost Adventures actually went to Penn State, where it was like an old asylum and everything. It might have been a school at certain points, but I don't know if that's really where they went. But it would be cool if they did. Well, guys, back to the video.
I think that's where Parker was up in the attic, and if you look at there's two holes right there, that's 2 feet. Parker has earned his stripes this series, guys. I cannot stress that enough. And for the second month of shooting, I said over Twitter, Parker has learned a lot, and he's gotten the series feel, so big things to come for both of us, and I hope you guys are ready for this awesome ride. I love it. There's so many different phases of the Mcjuggernuggets channel. You don't get this on any other YouTube channel. Name one other channel that's like this. You fucking can't!
You see that shit? It says that other stuff.
Is that the neighbors?
Is it the property line? Are they marking the... Guys, I just want you to understand that even though we do have this property, there's a lot of neighbors around here, and we were shooting for like 8-hour nights. So we'll talk about it with Uncle Larry and Joe later, but they work day jobs and they have to come and shoot for 8 hours. We've been filming until like 2, 3 in the morning, and believe it or not, every video you saw, I'd say 90% of them were real time. So the video you saw that night at like 2 or 3 in the morning, that we just got done shooting that. I got home, I edited it all, and uploaded it in real time. So that's pretty cool, but like, we were being really fucking loud. I mean, half the time we were screaming, yelling at like 1 in the morning, and the other neighbors are around here, so like, we were risking our ass. I really hope you enjoyed this shit. And once again,
Dan, you guys are brave.
Like bragging about this shit, but I think it's important to note that we put a lot of work into it, so we want it to be appreciated. And dare I say, but I think we make it look pretty easy. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and you'll see that. This is pretty cool. This is where we had Ursula's bones hanging out. All this shit was here when we got here, so some stuff we played off of the set. Like this rope here and these chairs, we used that to tie Ursula up, and we also used it as saying, hey, Luke killed himself in here. And then
Can't wait to see how they pulled that off.
For the devil, and ultimately I wanted to do a flashback episode where you get to see Edgar and Ursula hooking up, and then Luke comes, finds out, and then burns the whole house down. But we would have had to build a whole house as a set. And unfortunately, guys, I cannot stress this enough, but you can't expect like crazy awesome quality every single day. So something like that would have taken a couple weeks to build and construct for an awesome episode.
Yeah.
But
It'll be worth the wait, Jesse.
Deadline to get videos out to you guys, but we're doing what we can with what we got. I swear we didn't destroy that window. I believe some juggies have come here, which do not come here, guys, because you will get in trouble, and you could have gotten us in trouble, but this is our last day here, so see ya.
Oh.
What the fuck? No. Dude, I did wonder, are you actually dead? Nah, because we walked here, right? Dude, come on, stop fucking her. Oh! Not actually dead, so you can take down all the GoFundMe's and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Some people actually thought, like guys, and I think that's where we'll end this little piece before we go see Young Larry and Joe. The series was fake, guys. Like, the fact that I have to say that is
Of course,
horrible.
come on.
But I'm a storyteller. We do lots of stories on this channel. It's always been like that for the last 10 years. It just seems that a lot of people found me during the Psycho series, which was our biggest story, and one that was the closest to home, literally. But we announced this series. I told you guys I'd let you know. From now on, I learned a lot. I learned I also learned, should I be myself on social media or be the character that you guys know from the series? So I was bouncing that, and I have some answers, and I think we'll have a Q&A about this kind of shit in the very future, but yeah. That's it for Ursula's house, guys. See ya.
See ya.
My dreams are fulfilled that I got to do this series, and thanks to everybody who was involved, and thanks to you guys for loving it. I know at first you guys were like, what the fuck? That's Jesse's dad in the makeup. This is fake.
Of course.
And that goes, once again, with saying, like, it's kind of like an American Horror Story type thing, where we use the same cast of actors in different videos, and we just want you guys to understand that story comes first. You'll see us playing other people, other roles, and we know it's fake. We know it's fake. You don't have to say it. It's a story. Eventually we'll get past it. Someday.
Yeah, someday we'll get past
fun. Well, on a real note, there were some creepy ass shit happening in this house. Like when we went and we heard those sounds.
Oh,
it is
the sound
still,
we heard 4 years ago?
Yeah, it is
The
still
same
weird.
sound.
Something's going on here. Guys, the crew's all here.
There they are.
The whole squad, but the core four, the Ursula 4, guys.
Ursula 4?
I set the camera with a tripod. These guys got a lot of real stuff to share from the series, some stuff to talk about. I figured no better place to do it than the place where we announced that the Haunted series was going on. And that's back when it was just us going to haunted places before it was even the story. So that's crazy, that how quickly it turned into something as big as it was. So get ready, boys and girls, like 10% girls. What's up, guys? The series finale has aired. We're free again. Another series done. Yeah. So guys, we just wanted to chill, talk to you guys for a little bit. We haven't heard from. I've already talked so much. So you guys probably still hear my voice. But I want to hear from Parker, who had some crazy camera work in the night sky, because this is the first time using that big light that blinded everybody, and we kind of got used to it, but it's still ridiculous. You can't see where you're walking. You can't see anything in front of you, and
you gotta get props so when you walk backwards.
props to Parker, guys.
And you only fell with one time, right?
Yeah.
Damn it. Kill that. I would fly up here, guys.
He probably got bruises along because he hit a
Triangle, my legs are cut up and stuff.
You hit your face with a lot of breaks.
And I hit my shit on
I
top.
saw his ankle turn completely sideways.
Yeah, I saw that.
Walking backwards.
And he kept filming. He kept filming.
I
Good job.
So he's the unsung hero of this because, you know, the cameraman doesn't get enough credit, and he was putting his life on the line, walking backwards, jogging backwards at times, and once again, makes it look really easy.
But then these guys, you can talk about your experiences. You guys still had work.
Yeah, that was rough.
It was brutal. I
It
mean,
was
like,
rougher for him than me.
It was Joe's first official series, guys, which had pride.
I appreciate it. It was an awesome time. It was tough for me only because I have a full family at home with 3 kids and a wife, and I was leaving my house at 7 o'clock in the morning and getting home at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, and that means that not only am I super tired because I'm getting 4 hours sleep, but my wife's at home with the kids all day, every day, and it's not easy. And it was a grind. There's a lot of sacrifices, not just by people that are involved in the series, but their families as well. I'm sure Diane had a lot to do with it. And
Now she's glad I'm going. I said, I'm drinking the poison. She's like, go ahead.
Oh!
Wow.
That's uncomfortable with doing it.
Go ahead. Okay.
I'm out of here.
Tom's like, I get 100% of the YouTube money. Let's go!
But people don't realize how much work goes into the series.
Yeah.
I mean,
We were pulling like 8-hour nights.
there was a lot. There was a lot.
There was one day,
It was a monkey night?
the monkey night, I came over to your house at 4 o'clock.
And
We
we
didn't get
shot.
done until 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, after 2.
That was almost a 12-hour
And
night.
then
After.
Yeah.
And then what happened when you get home, Larry?
I had to take that mask off and the makeup.
Which you guys will get to see the makeup job. I thought the monkeys were beautiful,
Fantastic.
hilarious, and you guys will get to see. But that was a couple-hour process to get the makeup done.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, if you guys are wondering about that makeup thing, I have a feeling I know where that's from. I even talked about it in the, I think it's in the season finale or the on the Bones part, or was it the 1134 part 2? Those masks, that makeup, that was from the 1960s Planet of the Apes. That mouth thing, in order for it to make it look like they're actually talking, the apes have the actors have to move their chins like that. I know I look stupid, but that's how it is. I actually watched the behind the scenes look on that and how they made the original Planet of the Apes. They had to move their chin, their whole jaw, to make it look like they're actually talking. So I bet it was hard for Jesse and for Uncle Larry to do that, but I'm sure they saw the movie. Well, guys, back to the movie. The film.
And then
Can I just give a shout out to the makeup guy?
Yeah, shout out to Nick. I was gonna say Nick.
He was actually in the series himself as the neighbor.
He was. And you guys
Really?
He was.
Yeah.
That was, people thought that was real out of everything.
Yeah.
And then shout out to my dad who isn't here with us, but he was Edgar Two-Face. But
And I thought he did an awesome job too, because he changed his voice, which is really hard for him.
But it was fake.
Yeah, of course it was fake.
It was my dad the whole time.
Wait, that was your
No,
dad?
no way.
Yeah.
Damn, he's got an ass looking face.
Yeah, you should edit that right there. And then see
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna get that fly soon.
Yeah, right? It's not real quick.
Why would you say that?
Well, guys, Nick also did the makeup job for Two-Face, and it only looks like a pink vagina because of the white LED light. It actually was a really sick job. He'll be doing makeup again in the future. But,
Cool.
And then shout out to Ursula, or Mrs. Stalker, who's not
Who
here,
did her own makeup?
who did her own makeup, and she was also going to be Ursula 10 years ago in the series that I had planned called Ursula 5.
Really?
Just like I thought she would, she killed it. And yeah, iconic.
That's cool.
Awesome job.
Seriously. Let's give a shout out to Andy.
Shout out to Andy, guys. Andy, who this was
I
our first.
understand. Just kidding, not you personally, Andy, but
This was our first time working with Andy. Andy actually reached out via email, who lives in the area, because I needed some urban exploring places that we could use as sets, and he reached out. So technically, he just reached out over email.
Damn it, that
so
stupid
guys,
fly.
fans and Swift
Sorry,
fans,
guys, I got a fly
Oh,
here.
yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah, really.
Who took one for the team, and you guys are hating on him because he stole my play button, but it's all part of the series, and it's cool to work with fans and stuff. So Andy hooked us up, shout out to him, and
That's
Jeff.
good.
And that just shows, guys, if you have something to offer the Ridges Studios, like production squad or Mcjuggernuggets YouTube channel, or something to help, you want to help, reach out over email, and we might be able to work something out, especially if you're nearby.
Don't forget the other 4 clowns.
Clowns.
The other 4 clowns, yeah.
Juliet's cousins.
Shout out to,
Who said that?
that's Juliet's cousins, yeah. Shout out to Juliet's cousins who came up clutch that one night.
Oh, really?
I forgot about that, yeah. And the 4 clowns we had were actually neighbors and friends of ours. You'll see them in the behind the scenes, as well as
You were way too fast.
They were way too fast. Well, I think 2 people are actually old.
Which you should. You'll see me with my head down and my hat going in the opposite direction because I was having really quick.
It's true. Yeah.
I think you're just.
It was an emotional time. I literally had an emotional breakdown.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about it because I'm an open guy, but it was a very hard night for me. To the point after we got that film, I sent just a text saying, "Look, dude, I'm sorry. It was just a whole bunch of things, but like, running's hard for me. I was a bigger dude, but we had to do it a few times, and the kids are just super fast. They were like flash."
Yeah, I just want to say a few things about with Joe's, Joe's feeling pretty emotional that night, and everybody's feeling exhausted also because we're filming into midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and we're also trespassing on different properties, and,
We were trespassing?
oh yeah.
We didn't have permission.
My anxiety.
Yeah, we already talked about the house thing, but yeah, some of the haunted places, we were filming in real time and trespassing, and Joe had anxiety, losing his job. And
Bad anxiety. I'm so insurance, so I have a state license, and we were trespassing in places where I was afraid that if I would get arrested, I would lose my license, and it was a legit fear where I was talking to Larry all day beforehand saying, man, I'm really stressed out about tonight. But we went.
Stop being a puss.
it helps. It helps.
No, but I mean, they all understood where I was coming from. And it got one of the textile factories was the first one we went to, and I probably wouldn't have went in had it not been so hard to get there. And I would have about it, so I had no choice but to go
I don't think we have any BTS of that.
You couldn't film because it was so hard.
We were walking kind of up a mountain, a hillside.
Particularly you drop off like
Yeah, if you took one step to the right, you're going down a hill into a river.
Yeah,
and there was
Wow.
Yeah, and the school we were going to, that we had to go through the Department of Transportation to get there.
That place was the scariest place.
There was so much shit. It was really cool.
Dude, that was the coolest place
cool.
ever.
Yeah, it was the coolest, guys.
The safest place I felt like where we
Was it
were
diner?
I felt
in
great.
a hotel.
The only thing that had anxiety was when we went to the diner. When the second at the diner, I knew it was okay. That day I was good.
And exactly. I didn't know that.
What's that?
Let them know about
The motel and the diner were actually the same place. It was a combined thing, and we made it look like 2 different locations. And it was we went to film the first night, and then I loved the I was like, hey,
More candy?
here. Also,
Really?
the textile factory. Edgar was supposed to be the one to kill Parker. He was supposed to knock him out to bring the body back for Ursula to get the.
Oh, come on.
That's real.
That doesn't get old.
We're just talking around, guys.
You're like Robert Downey Jr.
My dad had anxiety going to these places, so suffice to say, it's like there was a lot of things behind the scenes that whether it was exhaustion, whether it was anxiety, over trespassing or emotional, trying to run, and it was just a lot of different things and a lot of different people. And try not to be too loud at 1 in the morning at Ursula's house. That
you get neighbors you have to worry about.
Yeah, who would have thought just for a YouTube show? And yeah, it's YouTube, but we are still putting on a legit production, so there's a lot of things that go into it, and we just wanted you to be aware of those.
It's hard too for you because you have to manage everybody.
Yeah, he comes up with it on the fly.
You know what I mean, right?
How much creativity it takes for him to do all this it's insane.
It's funny though because I was here when you guys did the announcement. They don't know that I was here. I was over there when you guys did the announcement for the series originally. About going to a haunted place and doing this and that. And my whole thing, when we went to that one house and I was there with you, it was, I'm going to come in every now and again, be a cameo, and just kind of, just go hang out.
You guys are out there more too, though.
You just hang out. And then it all of a sudden, it turned into a huge,
Much like the Psycho series, it was important to be adaptable, and I saw the responses for how much you guys love Joe, and I was thinking, wow, yeah, we need that scare character. We need that funny.
That's good.
Scare character. And so we contracted him in, and he did a killer job, and we had the arc planned out for a while, like the main storyline with me and Uncle Larry, and this relationship triangle drama with Ursula, Edgar, and Luke. But as far as our dynamics in the group, that kind of organically came about, which was really cool.
I just think it's important to say now, Jesse's not an asshole. He has supported me with my whole weight loss journey the entire time. He is not at all against that. It was complete. We were playing off each other the entire series.
And how about fueling your efforts while the series was going on? You dropped some weight.
I dropped 11 pounds. It's been official since.
All right. Good job.
I was going to work, not eat dinner, and then walking miles on end.
Dude,
piggyback on that though. That you guys got to realize that the way that they interacted with each other.
Piggyback.
Yeah. The way you guys interacted in this little series. Because I've read some of the comments. I don't read my own comments, but I was reading comments on the series.
Right.
And a lot of people were taking offense that they thought that you were being an asshole to Joe and everything. And it's like, you guys got to understand it's a series. And it's like, this is what the character development was.
As much as he is a goat right now, that's as much as he was an asshole.
Yeah, and I think that was karma too. That Joe got to live in the end. He was the one petrified, and I think that honestly kept him alive. Was that fear he had of this stuff?
Right.
There was some fear. To be 100% honest with you, if you guys go back and watch the first one I made when we go to that house next to Zach's, and we saw the door open, that was a natural reaction to the door being open.
Can I say real quick that remember that at the beginning this wasn't going to be a series. You were going to go to different places, right? And the first place we were going to, you lied to us and told us we were going to this place where there was no steps. Remember?
Yeah.
And we were going to have to climb up it, and Joe was like, "No, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. I'm out."
The I'm out line is pretty real for me. I say that, and I do miss a lot of times.
It's all real stuff.
But I'm not afraid of ghosts.
But Jays, we learned a lot over this last month for sure, just in regards to what you guys like to see, what you guys want to see, and we know the first week or so there was a lot of lashing back at us, where you guys didn't like that my dad was Two-Faced, you thought this was really fake, and going from the Psycho series, which was felt very real, was authentic, you guys subscribed thinking it was real, then to the doc, which was real, and then this series, it's on the supernatural, it's all this stuff that really bends reality and stretches the imagination. There was a huge, just like, angst towards it, where it's like, I don't want to fucking watch this, it's fake. We just want to transition you guys to a point where you appreciate storytelling, appreciate stories, characters, and all that drama that comes with it, and these arcs and stuff. And we learned a lot, whether it be in character on social media, whether you're in character on your channel, and Parker's channel coming right next. No, I'm just kidding. But,
It's not a thing.
it's not a thing, guys. But thank you guys for receiving it so well, honestly. Like, I was pretty depressed when the second series ended, so to jump into this series, and you guys received it, means a lot, especially one that was like a totally different genre than I've ever tried before. So I'm excited for the future, because the new series 2017 and just coming forward with the doc, it's coming real soon.
Oh yeah, the documentary, yeah.
I don't even understand how awesome
Yeah.
this thing, in all seriousness, watching it, because I was a fan
Can't
of the
wait.
series before I was ever involved in any of it. It was pretty awesome. It was gave me chills watching it. I told her how excited I was about it.
It's gonna be good,
It's
guys.
gonna be awesome.
And lots to look forward to on the channel, and I hope you appreciate now we're back in the reality phase, so we're gonna be real with you guys. And I know it may be a little concerning that it's hard to know what's real or what's not, but I think we've developed a system now where you know what that means, and the series is over, and we're being upfront about everything. So it's cool. It's cool we can be honest.
Speaking of being honest and front about everything, let's give credit where credit is due. Garfunkel, the running gag.
Yeah, Uncle Myers, the candy gang, and everything. Very important.
It was his idea. It started from that. It was his idea, not my idea.
And shout out to Dave, Jackie, and Anita.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you know what's funny about that whole thing is that I was going to do it the first.
Yeah, he was
the
gonna
first
do it.
night that we were going for the tent.
Oh, you were gonna be the.
You were. My whole gag was going to be is like I was going to wait till it was dark, and then all of a sudden it's like start crumpling noises and yo, what's going on? I was going to say I'm hungry, dude. I didn't eat.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a fake scare. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's candy.
Yeah.
I'm a nervous eater.
And then I was like, dude, Joe, why don't you?
You're a fat guy. Why don't you?
No, I didn't say that.
Whoa. Larry's asshole character.
That's just
He's not. They're all buddies, guys.
I'm losing enough subs. You gotta do nothing.
Oh. Alright, speaking of which, guys, just a huge thank you to these two who are working their day jobs and then still coming out filming, supporting the whole process. And I don't know about you guys, would love to get Joe on some more stuff as well. So subscribe to both of their channels. They'll be in the descriptions below. I think Joe's been working on some content. I'm glad he's trying to get back to some kind of routine, probably, hopefully.
When Joe gets back from his vacation.
Yeah, I got Disney World coming up.
Nice.
Have fun, Joe.
Joe, just track him down. Track him down.
I'll be in all next week.
Who can flash Joe out?
Alright, James, hope you enjoyed this. We'll have some behind the behind-the-scenes content coming out over the next couple of days, as well as Jeff Swift UAV has a little behind-the-scenes coming out on his channel.
Nice.
And you'll be seeing some pictures released on these guys' Twitter accounts. And good stuff, guys. Thank you once again for an awesome series. Lots more shit to come. And let us know what you're looking for in the future. You want to see a Christmas series? I think that'd be really fucking sick. If we combined like 7 different Christmas classics into one arc, one story, and you could watch
That would be good.
Snow Tactics.
Snow Tactics.
Thank you, guys. Alright, Jays. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Subscribe to the Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I love you, Jays, to death. And don't forget to keep it rigid.
That was good. That was good. So he had this plan to do this haunted series for 10 years, and he wanted Aunt Melissa to do Aunt Ursula. That's amazing. That's really cool. It's cool after 10 years, when he finally did it, he still thought of her. That's really cool how he involves everybody that he knows. Now, if you guys are wondering about that Robert Downey Jr. Comment that I said earlier, here's a very funny tip that I just learned from when I saw the behind the scenes on the Avengers, the first Avengers film. Do you guys remember when Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, they were talking about how to get things all prepared, and then when he zapped him, and that's where Captain America comes in and said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm just testing out something." And it's like, why do you think Nick Fury brought us in? But you notice that when he was actually eating some like fruit snacks or food, Robert Downey Jr. actually put food around so that he would eat and everything. And it was accurate on doing all that. And also that part about the Galaga thing, that was also improvised too. I thought that was really perfect right there. But you know what, guys? This haunted series, that was really great. It was great. But all that anxiety about everything, staying up that late, you have to shoot a scene. I think that's what they're talking about. I mean, you try staying up over midnight, try to do something like streaming, like you're streaming for your fans, and then they want you to keep playing over and over, longer and longer and longer. But you get to a point that, no, I need rest. I have to have rest. That's where it crosses the line. I think that's the whole point about that, guys. I mean, hell, you guys saw me when you guys want me to keep playing longer. I said, all right, I'll do it, but I need to get some rest. I think that's what the anxiety is talking about right here. I can't wait to see the behind the scenes on how scared they were, if they were going to get caught, or how they're at this certain time, and they want to go home and rest. And also, I can't wait to see how they did the makeup on the monkey faces. Like I said to you guys before, those look like the Planet of the Apes masks and also faces. I'm sure we're going to hear about that. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But what can I tell you? Well, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactions and more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed this. It was a great series. It was sad. But I think I like that part where he said, snap, they're gone. That was cool. But I can't wait to see how they pulled. On the behind the scenes look, I can't wait to see how they were able to have that dummy and just fly out. That's where he said, I can break out of these restraints right now. And Jesse says, oh, okay. Then just whoa, flies off, and he just walks out like, what the hell did I just watch? I can't wait to see that. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive, guys.